As the warp bit slowly reactivated across the Hegira galaxy, so did the length of feasible travel distances from planet to planet, prompting the necessity of longer enduring starships, with the capabilities of being able to prepare for most combat scenarios. The Hakarn Sovereignty's attempt at this was the durable Takkart-class frigate, being first deployed after the first re-establishment of connections with their old colonies from before the warp gate shutdown, becoming a respectable workhorse of long-duration patrols, station guarding, and gate blockades. At a width of 43 meters, a length of 124 meters and a height of 49 meters, it is quite compact, as the Sovereignty wanted the Takkart class to fill multiple roles by itself, with most of the internals are dedicated to the operations of its various weapon systems and support hardware, one of which are the 8 Type 3M ion thrusters, for each facing backward and forward, making the ship able to accelerate in either direction. The Takkart class was given a much wider mission profile when compared to the other ships of the Hakarn Navy, with most of the ship being packed with redundancies and internal coolant systems. However, this has come at the expense of the crew of 50 personnel, with tightly packed crew amenities and barrack-like crew quarters. A requirement to be stationed on a Takkart-class frigate is to maintain a professional and collaborative mindset, with the same set of work crew in close quarters, for several months at a time, with any grievances with any crew members to be cleared away quickly, or risk being put into confinement in the limited number of brigs on board the frigate, which would normally hold space pirates and raiders awaiting transfer to the nearest prison. The true spectacle of the Takkart-class frigate is its varied array of weaponry, giving the craft impressive flexibility in different combat situations, no matter the range or the target. To start off with, are the Takroks for 700 kilowatt laser turrets, used mostly for an added layer of defense against drones, fighters, and torpedo attacks. Near the front of the craft are for dual rocket turrets, the same types used by the smaller Doctrine-class destroyer, and used to batter enemy shields and armor, weakening the target for the heavier firepower. Along the port and starboard of the frigate are vertical torpedo launchers of both medium and large payloads, allowing the Takkart class to strike at other enemy crafts at extreme ranges, and deliver devastating damage to anything caught within the blast radius of superheated plasma. Along extruding hardpoint on the mid-section of the frigate are two 1,000mm railgun turrets, capable of shooting clear of the ship in any direction, and deliver a tungsten rod close to 3.2 kilometers per second. However, it has a fairly slow rate of fire, as it recharges and disperses heat. Lastly is its large, 750 kilowatt spinal laser cannon, capable of hitting a target accurately at 900 kilometers, with the help of articulated mirrors and lens that help to counter microscopic jitter and improve accuracy at long distances. Alongside the 50 crew personnel, there are also an additional 10 Marines, generally used for ship security or for boarding actions to detain criminals, but with the tight living conditions, many crews opt to go without Marines to save on precious space. Not to mention that the rigorous training given to all naval personnel does also cover combat inside ships and in zero gravity. After nearly 170 years after its first deployment, the Takkart-class frigate finally stood up against a rival in the form of the Dorian conglomerate Soyuz-class modular frigates, playing a pivotal role in stopping the enemy's retreat from the Miquela system through the local warp gate, with ships from the 3rd Navy forming a blockade in front of the gate, using every weapon in the Takrok's arsenal to destroy what was left of the conglomerate fleet, leaving only a handful of survivors to deliver a message back to the corporations, stating that they have made an enemy of the Hakarn sovereignty, and they will regret ever entering their territory. The Takkart-class frigate did find its niche during the Uprising War as a well-balanced defense ship, with multiple of the same type arranged in a wall formation able to cover for each other's weaknesses, and place up an impressive wall of fire, while holding a stationary position, or move slowly towards a target area, with the only true threat are from flanking attacks, from the sides or behind from bomber drones, or from small crafts, like destroyers. After the Uprising War, many Takkart frigates found themselves being rented out to the other members of the new Zonix League as a temporary measure, as their allies recovered from the conflict and constructed their own navies, while the Hakarn sovereignty still relied on its aging designs, hoping that the next major conflict is far off into the future. This was only a fleeting hope, as signs of a potential incursion from the Terran Republic was discovered, prompting the Hakarn sovereignty to make a choice: continue to rely on their old fleet, or start the transition to a modern navy, and risk being caught on the back foot. Only time will tell. Like and subscribe for more from the archives.